Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my podcast. This podcast is coming live from Bali. I'm here at the hotel in Bali. I was feeling really inspired, so I thought I might share a few fat loss tips with you. I think when it comes to fat loss, there are 4 main points, and these points I'm going to discuss with you right now. The first one I would talk about would be creating the vision. So actually thinking about what it is that you want to achieve, where you want to be, how you want to look a certain way, and then you want to, do you want to look muscular? Do you want to have a toned muscular look? Do you want to lose a few pounds? You've got to think about it. You've got to create a really powerful vision. You don't want to make this difficult for yourself, so you've got to create a really powerful vision that's going to pull you towards your goal rather than being pushed there, kicking and screaming. So you want to think about how you feel when you reach your ultimate you. Basically, you want to think about how you feel. You want to think about what people will say about you. You want to think about what people are going to be looking at you like. You're going to feel really good walking down the beach on holiday. Depending on, you're going to feel unbelievable in your dress at your wedding. What is it you're doing this for? Why? You've got to make this your vision. You've got to practice this vision every day as well. You've got to think about it and make it such a powerful vision that it's going to pull you towards your goal. The whole process begins in your mind. That's where it's at. It all begins in your mind. It all starts in your mind, and it carries on in your mind. It all starts in the mind. So you've got to be thinking about this vision all the time. You've got to create that vision. This is the thing that's going to help you. When you're craving the pizza, you're craving that chocolate, etc. You're going to think about the ultimate vision of your ultimate self at the end of the day. The second thing I would talk about is to manage your expectations. So you never kind of let yourself down. If you're a person who needs to lose, if you're 10 to 20 pounds overweight and you're looking to get lean in the next 3 months, for your wedding, your holiday, or whatever it be, then you can expect that you'll get there, But if you're 3 or 4 stone overweight and you're looking to get lean in the next 10 weeks, you can, you will do something, you will achieve something, but it's not going to be what you want. So manage your expectations. Don't expect too much to begin with. This whole process takes time. I know when I do a competition, I'm already quite lean, but it generally takes me to go from maybe 12% body fat down to about 7% body fat. It usually takes me about 12 weeks, so I was already lean to begin with. You've got to manage your expectations. Don't be surprised if you're feeling let down when you've got 3 stone to lose and you give yourself a time frame of 4 or 5 weeks, to lose that fat. So anything that happens quickly, 9 times out of 10 will be water loss, and it's very temporary. So you'll get there on your holiday, you'll have lost like 10 pounds, you're really pleased with yourself. The first day you get there on holiday, you drink a load of alcohol, before you know it, 3 days into the holiday, you put your 10 pound back on, plus another 4 or 5 pound. So you're always let down. I've lost 10 pound overnight before now in pure fluids, for a bodybuilding competition. So I know how much fluid the body carries. People lose a lot more than that, especially fighters nowadays. They lose a lot. They lose a lot of weight before a competition. Fat loss that remains takes time, and so be aware of this. So this brings me on to my third point, which is find out your starting point. If you have no idea how many calories you're getting, then how are you supposed to know how to lose weight? You've got to know, and the only way you're going to do this in the beginning is to figure out how many calories you're using by using an app or writing everything down and calculating it yourself. If you don't know how much you're eating, then you don't know where you're at. Are you maintaining weight? Are you losing weight? You've got to be on this. You've got to be looking at how much you're actually eating. Otherwise, you're flogging a dead horse. That's it. That's the be all and end all. Download yourself an app and figure out how many calories you're eating on a daily basis. Don't be too concerned with body weight either. Body weight is a number of different things. Weight, like I said before, I lost 10 pound in water overnight. Weight is a number of things. It's the mirror where it's at. You look in that mirror every day, and that's you're chasing a vision of yourself, which is generally a lean, toned, body is what you're after, if it's what you're after, let's say. So the mirror will be your biggest judge on that one. Remember the vision we were talking about before, that's the vision you want to see in the mirror there. So it's more about how you look. Let the mirror be your guide. You have no idea what you're going to look like 20 pound lighter, you know. I know for a fact when I diet down for a competition, I get a good like 10-15 pound off me. I start looking lean in the face. I've got the top 2 abs popping through, but I'm actually looking worse than I did when I started off. So you've got to keep chasing the person in the mirror. And you see a lot of videos now or Instagram pictures of people looking a lot better when they're 20 pound heavier than they were in the previous picture, because they gained some muscle, you know. Okay, my 4th point would be to remain consistent. Be persistent and consistent in your goals. You know, you're not going to get anywhere unless you keep doing this and doing this and doing this and doing it again. You've got to repeat it over and over again. Even on the days when you think nothing's changing, there are going to be days when you wake up in the morning and you think nothing has happened and nothing is happening, but it will do eventually. You've just got to keep going and remain persistent and trust in the process. You've got to keep this going. There are going to be people that come along and say that, you know, you're looking a certain way, you're looking ill, you're looking as though you've lost too much weight. There are going to be people that say that, and they're going to try and steer you back to where you used to be. Whether they're doing it purposely or not, it doesn't matter. The fact remains that this is your vision, it's for you, and it's for nobody else. So nobody's opinion should matter on your particular goal. Remember, in the beginning, create that vision. That's the vision you want. That's what you need to keep hold of all the time, because people will try and pull you back from what it is you're trying to achieve. So just keep that vision strong and keep going. Don't let what people say get in your way. It sounds like a song there. Yeah, create a powerful enough vision that it's going to pull you through, like I said in the first step, but also remain consistent and persistent as well. Also, don't get too bogged down if you end up having a pizza at the weekend, or, you know, because some people will be on the mission, doing really well, and then they'll have one little cheat, and then from that one little cheat, that'll be it. That'll be everything. They'll kibosh the whole thing, you know. So just get over it instantly. You know, it's done. What's done is done. Get right back on it the day after. And, you know, nothing was ever linear. It's all, progress looks like this. You know, you plot a graph for progress, and it's all over the place. But as long as your starting point's here and your finishing point is here where you need it to be, then that's all that matters. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it helps you in some way. Remember the 4 points. Create the vision, manage your expectations, find out your starting point, and remain consistent and persistent. Thank you.